Are you just so tired of the nightly homework battles? You know, the blank stares, the feeling that you're pushing a giant rock uphill just to get your child to crack open a book? If you're sitting there wondering why they seem so completely unmotivated, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to dig into this because the answer, well, it might be a lot simpler and way more profound than you think.
Okay, so first things first, let's just clear the air. Whatever you're thinking, whatever labels are kind of flying around in your head out of pure frustration, let's challenge them. Starting right here. Your kid is not intentionally trying to sabotage their own success. I promise.
And you know this one is true. You've seen how smart they are, how curious they can be about other things. The problem is definitely not a lack of brain power.
And no, they're not just lazy or a slacker. The energy is there, right? It's not pointed at schoolwork. So if it's not any of these things, then what on earth is actually going on?
Well, the thing is, we're often making the completely wrong diagnosis. We see all the external stuff, the procrastination, the apathy, and we totally miss the root cause. And that cause is a deep internal feeling of, well, emptiness.
And this really shows the huge disconnect, right? On your end, you're giving totally logical commands. Do your homework, get it together. But for your child, those words are just landing in a total vacuum. Their reality isn't hearing your words. It's this quiet, nagging question they might not even know how to ask. Why?
And to understand their why, we actually have to start by looking at our own past. Yeah, this is where we uncover what you could call the legacy of must. It's an echo that's probably been shaping our whole parenting style without us even realizing it. Just think about it for a second. When you were their age, what was your real motivation for hitting the books? Was it some deep, burning passion for algebra or world history? Or was it maybe something else entirely?
For so many of us, the answer was just duty. We studied because we had to. It was this kind of blind model of just doing what you're told. And now, with the absolute best intentions, we're passing that same model down. We're giving the same commands. But for this generation, it's just not enough. That command to do it without a really good reason why, it just doesn't land anymore. So all of this brings us to the very heart of the problem, a real fundamental lost sense of meaning. It all spins around one central question that your child just can't seem to answer.
And here it is. This is the big one. The resistance, the apathy, all that frustration, it all boils down to one simple fact. They just don't see the point. It's not defiance for the sake of it. It's a crisis of purpose. They truly don't understand how this math problem or that historical date connects to their life, their interests, or what they want to be in the future. And that, of course, brings us to the most important question of all. If the problem is this lack of purpose, how in the world do you help them find it? How do you light that inner fire when it really feels like the pilot light has gone completely out? Okay, this is the good part. This is the hopeful part. The solution is all about harnessing the incredible power of why. This isn't about more nagging or new punishments. No, it's about igniting that spark of motivation from the inside out.
And when that spark finally catches, this amazing chain reaction kicks off. Once a child understands their why, and that's the key, it has to be theirs, not yours. Suddenly, their attention engages. Then their memory gets better because they're connecting new information to something that actually matters to them. And then, finally, boom, that inner fire truly ignites.
The change is it's incredible. The pushing back stops. Those nightly fights just kind of fade away. And in their place, something pretty amazing starts to happen. You have a child who becomes an active player in their own education. A kid who actually starts asking for knowledge themselves. This is the idea at the very heart of all of this. When a child understands why, they ask for knowledge themselves. The goal isn't just to get them to obey, it's to spark a genuine self-propelled curiosity. So you see, that whole battle over homework, it isn't really about homework at all. It's the search for meaning. And the solution isn't to push harder, but to connect on a deeper level. It starts with a conversation, not a command. It starts with curiosity, not criticism. Which really just leaves us with one final and very important question. What meaning are you ready to explore and create together?